Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's Saturday, March 25th, 2017. As the Elite Eight got underway, Xavier versus Gonzaga, there was breaking news out of Las Vegas, sports gambling capital of the United States, that there was a shooting on the Las Vegas Strip and the police had shut down the Strip because of the shooting. They said one was killed, one was wounded. What's so interesting about this news and the time it broke in light of what's going on in the world of sports and gambling, today is the 84th day of the year. It's March 25th. Las Vegas Strip has gematria of 84, where this happened. We always see these false flag shootings, these put-on drills/hoaxes by the police and the media by the numbers. Well, anyway, this broke during the Xavier Gonzaga game. Those are the two remaining Jesuit teams in the tournament. Jesuit has this gematria of 84. Pope Francis, in case you missed my work on the tournament last year, Pope Francis is the first Jesuit pope. His birthday is December 17th, 1936. If you do the date numerology, the date he's born, date with 84 numerology, 12 plus 17 plus 19 plus 36. And again, his birthday, December 17th, 1936. Last year, Pope Francis left the United States, or it was the end of 2015, on September 27th, Pope Francis left the United States on the Jesuit Order's birthday. The Jesuit Order is known as the Society of Jesus. Same thing. The Jesuit Order's birthday is September 27th. They were established September 27th, 1540. From the day Pope Francis left the United States to the day that Villanova, the Catholic school, won the college basketball championship was 191 days. 191 days, Society of Jesus, the long name for Jesuit Order. They're also known as the Jesuit Order. The point guard for Villanova, who won the championship on April 4th last year, in accordance with the Pope leaving the country 191 days after. He won it on April 4th in his NCAA record 144th straight game. On April 4th was the championship last year. And in the Final Four, Villanova beat Oklahoma by 44 points, a record. There's only two numbers when written out that sum to 144. 44, and the other is 71, which is just like Catholic. And we're talking about the Jesuit Order, the Masonic Order within the Catholic Church. This year, as I explained before the tournament began, a lot lines up for Gonzaga. If Gonzaga, the smaller Catholic Jesuit school, was ever going to win the championship, there's a lot of reasons it would be this year. Notice the 35-71. Gonzaga, the same thing. Only one Catholic president in the history of the U.S. That was JFK, the 35th president, also the 44th term president. And he was killed on the first day of Sagittarius. His brother Bobby Kennedy reportedly died at 1:44 in the morning. This is a very special number, 144, and when you learn the language of gematria, you understand things such as why 40 is spelled without a U. A question I had from the time I was about 7 years old until I was 30 when I discovered gematria. And I figured out things like this, and I said, oh wow, 44 and April 4th. Look at the history of your presidents, do your date numerology, your gematria, and see how the presidents who've died in office have all died surrounding these numbers, 44 and 144. The first president to die in office died 1 month into his term on April 4th. There was a 33-day pope whose last day on earth was the Jesuit Order's birthday. He died early the next morning on a date with 44 numerology. So anyway, news by the numbers. With regards to this being a shooting on the Strip on the 84th day of the year, one last point. Shooting has gematria of 44, and if you take the numbers that divide into 44, it sums to 84. A shooting on the Strip. I was just talking about the 33-day Pope who died on a date with 44 numerology, right after the Jesuit Order's birthday. William Henry Harrison, the first president to die in office, president number 9, 1 month into his term, April 4th. Anyway, numbers are significant to Freemasonry, to the Jesuits, And it appears very much they run the world of college basketball. This year, they also announced the tournament on March 12th, the 71st day of the year. Show you something about March Madness. With the S exceptions, March Madness is also 64. How many teams that used to be in the March Madness tournament field. But anyway, March Madness 71. Gonzaga, we knew about the 71. If you do the Bulldogs, it's also 71. Tournament began, or the bracket was set March 12th, the 71st day of the year. So, just one of a few things that lines up for Gonzaga, and this story is really curious coming out of Las Vegas. We always see these bogus news stories signaling what's to happen in the sports world. And it doesn't always mean that the team it's connected to is going to win, but again, so much lines up for Gonzaga this year. Also down in the description, I'll link these older posts. Other false flag news from Las Vegas. There was the Miller couple shooting spree a few years back. There was also the winter solstice car crash. Las Vegas in front of the Paris Hotel. Right after the Friday, November 13th attack. Just before Thanksgiving. I'll link those posts if you missed those. I also have videos if you want to look them up. Just search my name and those same topics, they'll pop up. Alright, until next time, Truth Seeker.